Wow. If anybody told me 2 years ago that I'd be up here passionately talking about compliance training, I would have told them that they were absolutely nuts. So, who in here actually enjoys compliance training? Quick show of hands. That's absolutely nobody. Okay, so we're here to change that. I'm Adam. This is Andrew Neblett from Thomson Reuters and Neha Gupta from TrueOffice. And together, we're here to change the face of compliance training. So, what's broken? Well, the experience is about as fun as getting a flu shot, and it's actually not as effective. I think we're all guilty of actually gaming the system and having the training on a second screen and flicking through it as fast as an iTunes agreement. And companies are spending vast amounts of time and treasure in this area with little or no return on investment. So how are we going to fix this? Well, let's play a game. So this is very serious stuff. This is our new AML app. And we're first going to learn about the basics, but in a fun way. Go ahead, Nate.
Marco Antonio, pienso que este dinero necesita tomar un viajecito a la lavandería. Tú sabes cómo llegar.
Sí, ahorita, señor Vázquez.
Money laundering aims to make illegally obtained funds appear clean. The specifics vary, but there are a few necessary steps. Placement. The cartel establishes a shell company, or front, as the fake source for large amounts of cash. Layering. The front uses an offshore bank account to make many, many transactions, which make it difficult to follow the trail. Integration. The accounts...
Okay, but watching isn't enough. Our brains are hardwired to learn through stories and play, not PowerPoint. So let's go to the San Diego branch of BIC Bank. And why don't we talk to Mark, who thinks there's something fishy going on?
Nice to meet you. Thanks for getting down here so quickly.
Okay, Mark, how you doing? I hear there's an AML problem in your branch.
Well, of course BIC has all the right procedures in place to prevent money laundering. I'm just saying people are ignoring it. Like getting the identity information that the Patriot Act requires. It just seems like the customer identification program is optional here.
Okay, that doesn't feel right. I'm going to red flag that. But Neha, could you quickly check the policies just to see if we're all right? Okay, looks good. Looks good to me, and we could click that off. And then I think, why don't we go speak to Helen, who's the head of compliance in the branch. But before we speak to Helen, let's just take a quick look around her office. Oh, that's definitely not I don't think that's a red flag at all. Okay, let's check her computer. Okay, that doesn't look right to me. Let's absolutely flag that. And you know what? Why don't we hear Helen's perspective on what the problem is?
Hello, a visit from head office. How nice.
Okay. Okay, Helen.
Of course. All of our checks and balances are in place. We have a great reputation for being client-friendly, especially with our foreign clients. As you know, banking today is full of offshore accounts and companies. If I was completely paranoid the whole time, we wouldn't have any customers.
Okay, so I'm on the fence there. I think I'm going to red flag that. And, you know, compliance is really about gray areas, and this app lets us explore that. Okay, so I wasn't right there, but let's just quickly check our progress. And because we only have 7 minutes, we're not going to have a chance to speak to Joe. But let's go and skip straight to the quiz. And now, Neha, I will guarantee you, will absolutely fail this quiz. But I want to give you some faith that she actually knows her AML inside and out. So, very little pressure, Neha, and there's no phone a friend. Okay, so what did I tell you? Neha absolutely failed. So to find out how Neha really did, I'm going to turn it over to Andrew from Thomson Reuters.
Thanks, Adam. And wow, Neha. I know Adam said no pressure, but a 50. I think maybe you'll have to take another one after this for real. Show us what you can really do. So if we were dealing with a traditional compliance course, we'd be pretty much done right now. And quite honestly, as I look at the traditional compliance courses, I really wouldn't have any interest in going further. But as I look at this one, I really want to understand what happened at the BIC branch and dig a little deeper into the details. So if we look at it, one of the things we can see is Neha can pull up her quiz results and see how she did, see what she missed and why, and dig into a little bit more into the details to get the concepts that she missed and really learn those. In addition to that, she could go in and due to the gameplay that we have, she can look at the flags that she missed and also those that she might have incorrectly flagged and dig into the details on that to see really what the funny business is, if you will, that was going on at the branch and really understand how she could act upon that. And the real benefit of the analytics isn't just for Neha, it's also for the company. As we put this together, what we do is we will take all the analytics from Neha and all her colleagues and put those into actionable analytics. What we do is we give the company a better idea of what their employees know, what they don't know, and really where their risk trends are. And so what this gives them is the opportunity to really understand where they need to take additional actions. And then we also find it's very powerful with the regulators because the regulators are looking to them to understand what their risks are and what the actions that they're taking to mitigate them. And so what we found is that as I talk to our customers, what has kept them up at night has been not having that analytic information and not being able to act on it like they would like. So with TrueOffice and Thomson Reuters, we now truly have a win-win for compliance training, and it's really a win-win for everyone that's involved. And one of the things I would ask you is, as we move forward, obviously there are consequences to these actions. One of my questions for you is, if you look at this, how many of you all think Helen was the bad guy? Anyone? Well, in order to find out, come by our booth and play the game for yourself, and you can discover it. So I wanted to thank you for taking your 7 minutes with us today and working with us and going with us on the journey of what really will be the future of compliance training. And it's really where compliance is not a game, as we know, but learning to do.